Question 1. What year was the Battle of Hastings? A. 871 AD. B. 1066 AD. C. 1215 AD. D. 1485 AD. Answer: B. 1066 AD. The Battle of Hastings, which led to the Norman conquest of England, took place in 1066 AD. Question 2. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? A. Elizabeth II. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Indira Gandhi. D. Theresa May. Answer: B. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was the first female Prime Minister of the UK, serving from 1979 to 1990. Question 3. What are the core values outlined in the British Constitution? A. Democracy, monarchy, imperialism. B. Democracy, rule of law, respect for rights and freedoms. C. Monarchy, aristocracy, feudalism. D. Federalism, republicanism, direct democracy. Answer: B. Democracy, rule of law, respect for rights and freedoms. These are core values outlined in the unwritten British Constitution. Question 4. When was the Magna Carta signed, and what is its significance? A. 871 AD, establishing the English Parliament. B. 1066 AD, ending the Viking invasions. C. 1215 AD, limiting the powers of the king and laying the foundation for modern democracy. D. 1485 AD, marking the beginning of the Tudor dynasty. Answer: C. 1215 AD, limiting the powers of the king and laying the foundation for modern democracy. The Magna Carta is a landmark document in the history of democracy. Question 5. What year did the UK join the European Economic Community, EC, now known as the European Union, EU? A. 1957. B. 1963. C. 1973. D. 1992. Answer: C. 1973. The UK joined the EET, now the EU, in 1973. Question 6. Name the capital city of Scotland. A. Glasgow. B. Edinburgh. C. Aberdeen. D. Dundee. Answer: B. Edinburgh. Edinburgh is the capital city of Scotland. Question 7. What are the responsibilities of the Speaker in the House of Commons? A. Representing the UK in international diplomacy. B. Leading the ruling political party. C. Presiding over debates and maintaining order. D. Drafting legislation. Answer: C. Presiding over debates and maintaining order. The Speaker's role is to ensure debates run smoothly and to maintain order. Question 8. Who is the patron saint of Wales, and what day is dedicated to him? A. St. Andrew, November 30. B. St. David, March 1. C. St. George, April 23. D. St. Patrick, March 17. Answer: B. St. David, March 1. St. David is the patron saint of Wales, and March 1 is dedicated to him. Question 9. What is the title of the national anthem of the United Kingdom? A. Rule Britannia. B. Jerusalem. C. Land of Hope and Glory. D. God Save the Queen. Answer: D. God Save the Queen. God Save the Queen is the national anthem of the UK. Question 10. During which conflict was the Battle of Britain fought? A. The First World War. B. The Second World War. C. The Falklands War. D. The Boer War. Answer B. The Second World War. The Battle of Britain was a key conflict during the Second World War. Question 11. Who was monarch during the Victorian era? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. Queen Victoria. C. King George III. D. Queen Elizabeth II. Answer B. Queen Victoria. The Victorian era is named after Queen Victoria, who reigned from 1837 to 1901. Question 12. The Gunpowder Plot aimed to assassinate which monarch? A. King Henry VIII. B. Queen Elizabeth I. C. King James I. D. King Charles II. Answer C. King James I. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605 aimed to assassinate King James I. Question 13. What landmark legal document, signed in 1689, limited the powers of the monarch? A. The Magna Carta. B. The Bill of Rights. C. The Act of Settlement. D. The Charter of the Forest. Answer B. The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights, 1689, limited the powers of the monarch and established Parliament's rights. Question 14. On what date is St. George's Day celebrated, and who does it honour? A. March 1, St. David. B. April 23, St. George. C. June 24, St. John. D. November 30, St. Andrew. Answer B. April 23, St. George. St. George's Day is celebrated on April 23 and honours St. George, the patron saint of England. Question 15. Which king is credited with founding the Church of England? A. King Henry VIII. B. King Edward VI. C. King Charles I. D. King James I. Answer A. King Henry VIII. King Henry VIII is credited with founding the Church of England. Question 16. At what age can UK citizens legally vote in general elections? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. 25. Answer B. 18. UK citizens can legally vote in general elections at the age of 18. Question 17. Name the longest reigning monarch in British history. A. Queen Victoria. B. King George III. C. Queen Elizabeth II. D. King Henry VIII. Answer C. Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth I is the longest reigning monarch in British history. Question 18. Describe the significance of the Act of Union 1707. A. It created the Commonwealth. B. It established the United Kingdom by uniting England and Scotland. C. It declared independence from France. D. It formed the European Union. Answer B. It established the United Kingdom by uniting England and Scotland. The Act of Union 1707 was significant for creating the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Question 19. How did the Representation of the People Act 1918 change voting rights in the UK? A. It granted women over 30 the right to vote. B. It lowered the voting age to 18 for all citizens. C. It abolished property requirements for men. D. All of the above. Answer D. All of the above. The Representation of the People Act 1918 made significant changes to voting rights, including granting women over 30 the right to vote and abolishing property requirements for men. Question 20. What was a major consequence of the agricultural revolution in the 18th century? A. The decline of the feudal system. B. The beginning of the British Empire. C. Increased agricultural productivity and the beginning of the modern industrial economy. D. The establishment of the United Kingdom. Answer. C. Increased agricultural productivity and the beginning of the modern industrial economy. The agricultural revolution significantly increased agricultural productivity, which contributed to the growth of the industrial economy. Question 21. Who is credited with writing the plays and sonnets attributed to Shakespeare? A. Christopher Marlowe. B. William Shakespeare. C. Francis Bacon. D. Edward de Vere. Answer. B. William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare is credited with writing the plays and sonnets that bear his name, making him one of the most renowned playwrights in English literature. Question 22. Why was the National Health Service, NHS, established and in what year? A. To provide free health care for all citizens, 1948. B. To nationalise the British healthcare system, 1952. C. To integrate healthcare services, 1960. D. To offer subsidised medical care, 1935. Answer. A. To provide free healthcare for all citizens, 1948. The NHS was established in 1948 with the aim of providing comprehensive healthcare services free at the point of use for all UK citizens. Question 23. What discovery is Sir Isaac Newton most famous for? A. Penicillin. B. The law of gravitation. C. The structure of DNA. D. The theory of relativity. Answer. B. The law of gravitation. Sir Isaac Newton is most famous for formulating the law of gravitation, a fundamental principle of physics. Question 24. The Houses of Parliament consist of which two houses? A. The Senate and the House of Commons. B. The House of Lords and the House of Commons. C. The Royal Court and the House of Lords. D. The House of Representatives and the Senate. Answer. B. The House of Lords and the House of Commons. The UK Parliament is bicameral, consisting of the House of Lords and the House of Commons. Question 25. What legislative body governs Scotland? A. The Welsh Assembly. B. The Scottish Parliament. C. The Senedd. D. The Northern Ireland Assembly. Answer. B. The Scottish Parliament. The Scottish Parliament is the devolved legislative body governing Scotland. Question 26. Typically, how often are general elections held in the UK? A. Every 4 years. B. Every 5 years. C. Every 6 years. D. At the discretion of the Prime Minister. Answer. B. Every 5 years. By law, general elections are held every 5 years in the UK. Question 27. How does someone become Prime Minister in the UK? A. Direct election by the public. B. Appointment by the Queen. C. Leader of the majority party in the House of Commons. D. Selection by the House of Lords. Answer. C. Leader of the majority party in the House of Commons. The Prime Minister is usually the leader of the political party that has the most seats in the House of Commons. Question 28. Alexander Fleming is best known for discovering what? A. The electrum. B. Penicillin. C. The polio vaccine. D. The law of thermodynamics. Answer. B. Penicillin. Alexander Fleming is best known for his discovery of penicillin in 1928, the first antibiotic. Question 29. The English Civil War began in which year? A. 1534, B. 1603, C. 1642, D. 1707. Answer C. 1642. The English Civil War, a series of armed conflicts and political machinations between parliamentarians and royalists, began in 1642. Question 30. Who was the leader of the suffragettes? A. Florence Nightingale, B. Emmeline Pankhurst, C. Queen Victoria, D. Margaret Thatcher. Answer B. Emmeline Pankhurst. Emmeline Pankhurst was a leading figure in the British suffragette movement, which fought for women's suffrage. Question 31. What significant event took place in 1066? A. The signing of the Magna Carta, B. The Black Death, C. The Battle of Hastings, D. The Glorious Revolution. Answer C. The Battle of Hastings. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 marked the beginning of Norman conquest of England. Question 32. What was the main outcome of the Battle of Britain? A. British victory that prevented a German invasion, B. The establishment of the United Kingdom, C. The start of the British Empire, D. The end of the English Civil War. Answer A. British victory that prevented a German invasion. The Battle of Britain in 1940 was a crucial victory for the UK, preventing Nazi Germany from achieving air superiority and invading Britain. Question 33. What does Burns Night celebrate? A. The end of the Jacobite Rebellion, B. The birthday of Robert Burns, the national poet of Scotland, C. Scottish independence, D. The Battle of Stirling Bridge. Answer B. The birthday of Robert Burns, the national poet of Scotland. Burns Night is celebrated on January 25th to honour the poet's contributions to Scottish culture. Question 34. Who is recognised as the patron saint of England? A. Saint Andrew, B. Saint David, C. Saint George, D. Saint Patrick. Answer C. Saint George. Saint George is recognised as the patron saint of England, and St. George's Day is celebrated on April 23rd. Question 35. Which ship is associated with Admiral Lord Nelson? A. HMS Beagle, B. HMS Victory, C. HMS Endeavour, D. HMS Titanic. Answer B. HMS Victory. HMS Victory is famous for being Admiral Lord Nelson's flagship at the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. Question 36. Who was the UK's first female poet laureate? A. Sylvia Plath, B. Carol Ann Duffy, C. Elizabeth Barrett Browning, D. Virginia Woolf. Answer B. Carol Ann Duffy. Carol Ann Duffy became the UK's first female poet laureate in 2009. Question 37. What food is traditionally eaten on Shrove Tuesday in the UK? A. Fish and chips, B. Roast beef, C. Pancakes, D. Shepherd's pie. Answer C. Pancakes. Pancakes are traditionally eaten in the UK on Shrove Tuesday. Question 38. In which year was the UK currency designalised? A. 1952, B. 1967, C. 1971, D. 1981. Answer: C. 1971. The UK currency was decisionalised on 15 February 1971, moving away from the pounds, shillings and pence system. Question 39. What is the primary purpose of Prime Minister's questions, PMQs? A. For the Prime Minister to address the public. B. For the opposition to propose new legislation. C. For members of Parliament to question the Prime Minister. D. For the Prime Minister to outline the government's policies. Answer: C. For members of Parliament to question the Prime Minister. PMQs allow MPs to question the Prime Minister about current issues and government policies. Question 40. Who was monarch at the time of the signing of the Magna Carta? A. King Henry VIII. B. Queen Elizabeth I. C. King John. D. King Richard I. Answer: C. King John. King John was the monarch when the Magna Carta was signed in 1215, a document that limited the power of the monarchy and laid the foundation for modern democracy. Question 41. Describe the main role of the judiciary in the UK. A. To enact legislation. B. To execute the law. C. To interpret and apply the law. D. To elect government officials. Answer: C. To interpret and apply the law. The judiciary in the UK is responsible for interpreting and applying the law, ensuring justice is served in accordance with the law. Question 42. What is the significance of the Act of Union 1800? A. It established the Commonwealth. B. It unified England and Wales. C. It created the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. D. It granted independence to many colonies. Answer: C. It created the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The Act of Union 1800 unified the kingdoms of Great Britain and Ireland into a single political entity, the United Kingdom. Question 43. Why was the Domesday Book commissioned? A. To document the outcome of the English Civil War. B. To record the coronation of monarchs. C. To assess the wealth and assets of England for taxation. D. To catalogue the flora and fauna of the British Isles. Answer: C. To assess the wealth and assets of England for taxation. Commissioned by William the Conqueror in 1086, the Domesday Book was a survey designed to assess the wealth and assets across England for taxation purposes. Question 44. Who proposed the theory of evolution by natural selection? A. Albert Einstein. B. Charles Darwin. C. Isaac Newton. D. Louis Pasteur. Answer: B. Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin is credited with proposing the theory of evolution by natural selection, fundamentally altering the scientific understanding of natural development of life. Question 45. What achievement is Bradley Wiggins known for? A. Winning the Nobel Prize in Physics. B. Becoming the first Briton to win the Tour de France. C. Inventing the World Wide Web. D. Discovering penicillin. Answer: B. Becoming the first Briton to win the Tour de France. Bradley Wiggins made history by becoming the first British cyclist to win the Tour de France in 2012. Question 46. Why is Diwali celebrated in the UK? A. To mark the start of the new year in the Hindu calendar. B. As a celebration of the harvest season. C. To commemorate British victory in the Battle of Britain. D. To signify the triumph of good over evil in Hinduism. Answer: D. To signify the triumph of good over evil in Hinduism. Diwali, the Festival of Lights, is celebrated by Hindus, Sikhs and Jains in the UK, symbolizing the victory of light over darkness and good over evil. Question 47. What social reform followed World War I in the UK? A. The establishment of the National Health Service. B. The introduction of the welfare state. C. The extension of the right to vote to women. D. Decolonization and independence for many colonies. Answer: C. The extension of the right to vote to women. Following World War I, one of the significant social reforms in the UK was the extension of the right to vote to women, beginning with the Representation of the People Act 1918, which allowed women over the age of 30 to vote. Question 48. What is the primary role of the Secretary of State for Defence? A. To manage the country's finances. B. To oversee domestic policy. C. To lead the armed forces and oversee defence matters. D. To conduct foreign diplomacy. Answer: C. To lead the armed forces and oversee defence matters. The Secretary of State for Defence is responsible for the leadership and management of the UK's armed forces and defence strategy. Question 49. When was the Bank of England established, making it one of the world's oldest banks? A. 1544. B. 1694. C. 1776. D. 1821. Answer: B. 1694. The Bank of England, established in 1694, is one of the oldest central banks in the world and serves as the UK's central bank. Question 50. Guy Fawkes Night commemorates what event? A. The end of the English Civil War. B. The restoration of the monarchy. C. The signing of the Magna Carta. D. The failed gunpowder plot of 1605. Answer: D. The failed gunpowder plot of 1605. Guy Fawkes Night, celebrated on November 5th, commemorates the failure of the gunpowder plot, an attempt to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Question 51. How does the Magna Carta influence modern British law? A. It serves as the Constitution of the UK. B. It is considered a foundational document for human rights and liberty. C. It outlines the modern parliamentary system. D. It established the Church of England. Answer: B. It is considered a foundational document for human rights and liberty. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, has influenced the development of modern legal systems and is seen as an early step towards constitutional law, emphasizing the liberty of individuals and the limitation of governmental power. Question 52. For what purposes was the Tower of London historically used? A. As a royal palace, a prison, and a treasury. B. Solely as a military fortress. C. As the primary residence of British monarchs. D. As a parliamentary building. Answer: A. As a royal palace, a prison, and a treasury. The Tower of London has served multiple purposes throughout history, including as a royal residence, a prison for high-profile inmates, and a treasury. Question 53. Big Ben is the nickname for what specific part of the Palace of Westminster? A. The entire clock tower. B. The clock mechanism. C. The largest bell within the clock tower. D. The parliamentary debating chamber. Answer: C. The largest bell within the clock tower. Big Ben is the nickname for the great bell of the striking clock at the north end of the Palace of Westminster, though it is often extended to refer to both the clock and the clock tower. Question 54. Who was a major patron of William Shakespeare's work? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. King James I. C. The Earl of Southampton. D. The Duke of Edinburgh. Answer C. The Earl of Southampton. The Earl of Southampton is historically considered to be a major patron of William Shakespeare, supporting his work financially. Question 55. What victory is Robert the Bruce known for? A. The Battle of Agincourt. B. The Battle of Hastings. C. The Battle of Bannockburn. D. The Battle of Trafalgar. Answer C. The Battle of Bannockburn. Robert the Bruce is known for his victory at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314, a significant Scottish victory during the First War of Scottish Independence against England. Question 56. What event led to the Great Fire of London? A. A lightning strike. B. A naval bombardment. C. An unattended bakery oven. D. A riot. Answer C. An unattended bakery oven. The Great Fire of London in 1666 was caused by an unattended bakery oven on Pudding Lane, leading to a devastating fire that consumed much of the city. Question 57. Which epic poem is John Milton famous for writing? A. Beowulf. B. Paradise Lost. C. The Canterbury Tales. D. The Divine Comedy. Answer B. Paradise Lost. John Milton is famous for writing Paradise Lost, an epic poem in blank verse that explores the biblical story of the fall of man. Question 58. What is the largest national park in the UK? A. The Lake District. B. Snowdonia. C. The Peak District. D. The Yorkshire Dales. Answer A. The Lake District. The Lake District is the largest national park in the UK, known for its lakes, forests, and mountains. Question 59. What symbol is used in the UK to remember the military and civilians who have died in wars? A. A white dove. B. A red rose. C. A poppy. D. A laurel wreath. Answer C. A poppy. The poppy is used as a symbol of remembrance in the UK to honour the military and civilians who have died in wars. Question 60. Amy Johnson is known for her pioneering role in what field? A. Literature. B. Aviation. C. Science. D. Politics. Answer B. Aviation. Amy Johnson is celebrated for her pioneering role in aviation, particularly for being the first woman to fly solo from England to Australia in 1930. Question 61. When did the UK last host the Olympic Games? A. 1948. B. 1966. C. 2012. D. 1996. Answer C. 2012. The UK last hosted the Olympic Games in London in 2012, marking the city's third time hosting the Games. Question 62. Define the role of the devolved administrations within the UK. A. To manage foreign affairs. B. To oversee national defence. C. To govern specific regions with certain legislative powers. D. To appoint members to the House of Lords. Answer C. To govern specific regions with certain legislative powers. The devolved administrations in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland have the power to legislate on certain domestic issues. Question 63. What Act abolished the British slave trade? A. The Emancipation Proclamation. B. The Slave Trade Act of 1807. C. The Civil Rights Act. D. The Abolition of Slavery Act. Answer B. The Slave Trade Act of 1807. This act abolished the slave trade within the British Empire. Question 64. Identify a key political party in the United Kingdom. A. The Green Party. B. The Conservative Party. C. The Communist Party. D. The Federalist Party. Answer: B. The Conservative Party. The Conservative Party is one of the two major political parties in the United Kingdom, alongside the Labour Party. Question 65. What is the purpose of the Commonwealth? A. To establish a global currency. B. To enforce British law internationally. C. To foster international cooperation and support among its member states. D. To create a single global government. Answer: C. To foster international cooperation and support among its member states. The Commonwealth aims to promote democracy, human rights, and economic development among its member states. Question 66. At what age does one become eligible for jury service in the UK? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. 25. Answer: B. 18. Individuals become eligible for jury service in the UK at the age of 18. Question 67. What was the original purpose of the Tower of London? A. As a royal residence. B. As a military fortress. C. As a prison. D. As a zoo. Answer: A. As a royal residence. The Tower of London was originally built by William the Conqueror in the 1070s as a royal residence and a demonstration of Norman power. Question 68. During which era did the UK significantly expand its territorial empire? A. The Elizabethan era. B. The Victorian era. C. The Edwardian era. D. The Georgian era. Answer: B. The Victorian era. The British Empire expanded significantly during the Victorian era under the reign of Queen Victoria from 1837 to 1901. Question 69. What flower is traditionally associated with England? A. The thistle. B. The shamrock. C. The daffodil. D. The rose. Answer: D. The rose. The rose is traditionally associated with England and is a national emblem. Question 70. The principle of habeas corpus protects against what? A. Unlawful taxation. B. Unlawful detention. C. Freedom of speech violations. D. Illegal search and seizure. Answer: B. Unlawful detention. The principle of habeas corpus protects individuals from being detained without just cause or without a trial. Question 71. Who reigned over Britain during the American War of Independence? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. King George III. C. King Henry VIII. D. Queen Victoria. Answer: B. King George III. King George III was the monarch of Britain during the American War of Independence. Question 72. What does the Home Secretary oversee in the UK government? A. Education. B. Defence. C. Health. D. Domestic affairs and immigration. Answer: D. Domestic affairs and immigration. The Home Secretary is responsible for internal affairs in England and Wales, including immigration and citizenship. Question 73. What was the Industrial Revolution, and why was it significant? A. A period of artistic innovation. B. A conflict between industrial and agricultural interests. C. A movement to restore monarchical powers. D. A period of major industrialization that transformed global production methods and living standards? Answer: D. A period of major industrialization that transformed global production methods and living standards. The Industrial Revolution began in the late 18th century in Britain, significantly affecting social, economic, and cultural conditions of the time. Question 74. What is the highest court in the United Kingdom? A. The Supreme Court. B. The High Court. C. The Court of Appeal. D. The Magistrates' Court. Answer: A. The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the UK, serving as the final court of appeal in civil and criminal cases. Question 75. What are the duties and powers of the Prime Minister? A. To serve as the head of the Church of England. B. To preside over the Supreme Court. C. To lead the government and oversee the operation of the civil service and government agencies. D. To act as the ceremonial figurehead of the UK. Answer: C. To lead the government and oversee the operation of the civil service and government agencies. The Prime Minister is the head of the UK government, responsible for implementing policy and making decisions. Question 76. Who is celebrated on March 1st in Wales? A. Saint David. B. Saint Andrew. C. Saint George. D. Saint Patrick. Answer: A. Saint David. Saint David's Day is celebrated in Wales on March 1st in honour of Saint David, the patron saint of Wales. Question 77. What event does the Act of Settlement 1701 relate to? A. The establishment of parliamentary sovereignty. B. The succession to the English and Irish crowns. C. The unification of England and Scotland. D. The end of the English Civil War. Answer: B. The succession to the English and Irish crowns. The Act of Settlement 1701 was enacted to settle the succession to the English and Irish crowns on Protestants only. Question 78. What is the significance of Hadrian's Wall? A. It was built as a defensive fortification by the Romans. B. It marked the boundary of the Roman Empire in Britannia. C. It was a trade barrier. D. Both A and B. Answer: D. Both A and B. Hadrian's Wall was built by the Romans as a defensive fortification and marked the northern limit of the Roman Empire in Britannia. Question 79. Name a key figure in British scientific history and their contribution. A. Charles Darwin. Theory of evolution. B. Isaac Newton. Laws of motion and gravitation. C. Stephen Hawking. Black hole radiation theory. D. All of the above. Answer: T. All of the above. Charles Darwin is known for his theory of evolution, Isaac Newton for his laws of motion and gravitation, and Stephen Hawking for his theory on black hole radiation. Question 80. What legislation governs the public's right to access information from public authorities? A. The Data Protection Act. B. The Official Secrets Act. C. The Freedom of Information Act. D. The Public Order Act. Answer: C. The Freedom of Information Act. The Freedom of Information Act provides the public with a right to access information held by public authorities. Question 81. How is the UK's head of state different from its head of government? A. The head of state is the Prime Minister, and the head of government is the monarch. B. The head of state is responsible for the military, while the head of government handles domestic affairs. C. The head of state is a ceremonial role held by the monarch, while the head of government is the Prime Minister who runs the country. D. There is no difference. Both roles are performed by the Prime Minister. Answer. C. The head of state is a ceremonial role held by the monarch, while the head of government is the Prime Minister who runs the country. The monarch's role is largely symbolic, whereas the Prime Minister is responsible for day-to-day governance. Question 82. What marked the start of the British Empire's decline? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The American Declaration of Independence. C. The end of World War II. D. The Battle of Hastings. Answer. C. The end of World War II. The end of World War II marked the beginning of the decline of the British Empire, as it led to an acceleration of the decolonization process and the independence of many territories. Question 83. Who was responsible for the creation of the welfare state in the UK? A. Winston Churchill. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Clement Attlee. D. Tony Blair. Answer. C. Clement Attlee. The post-World War II government, led by Prime Minister Clement Attlee, is credited with laying the foundations of the modern British welfare state, including the establishment of the National Health Service, NHS. Question 84. What major change did the Good Friday Agreement bring about? A. It ended the English Civil War. B. It initiated the UK's exit from the EU. C. It brought peace to Northern Ireland by addressing long-standing issues between nationalists and unionists. D. It established the Commonwealth. Answer. C. It brought peace to Northern Ireland by addressing long-standing issues between nationalists and unionists. The Good Friday Agreement, signed in 1998, was a major political development that helped to end most of the violence of the Troubles, a conflict in Northern Ireland. Question 85. How does the UK Parliament function differently from the US Congress? A. The UK Parliament has a single legislative body, while the US Congress has two. B. Members of the UK Parliament are appointed, whereas members of the US Congress are elected. C. The UK Parliament operates under a parliamentary system, while the US Congress operates under a presidential system. D. The Prime Minister is part of the UK Parliament, while the US President is not part of Congress. Answer. D. The Prime Minister is part of the UK Parliament, while the US President is not part of Congress. This reflects the fundamental difference in the parliamentary system, where the executive is drawn from the legislature, and the presidential system, where the executive is separate. Question 86. What role does the monarch play in the UK's government? A. The monarch is the head of government and makes all executive decisions. B. The monarch has absolute power over the legislative process. C. The monarch's role is largely ceremonial, with duties including the state opening of Parliament and granting royal assent to laws. D. The monarch is responsible for appointing members of the judiciary. Answer. C. The monarch's role is largely ceremonial, with duties including the state opening of Parliament and granting royal assent to laws. The monarch symbolizes the unity and continuity of the state, but does not govern. Question 87. Explain the significance of the Commonwealth Games. A. It is a sporting competition to celebrate the independence of Commonwealth countries from British rule. B. It marks the founding of the Commonwealth of Nations. C. It is an international multi-sport event involving athletes from the Commonwealth of Nations. D. It commemorates the signing of the Magna Carta. Answer. C. It is an international multi-sport event involving athletes from the Commonwealth of Nations. The Commonwealth Games are held every 4 years and are known for fostering a sense of community and competition among the Commonwealth member states. Question 88. How did the Reform Acts change British electoral politics? A. They granted voting rights to all men and women over the age of 18. B. They abolished the monarchy and established a republic. C. They progressively extended the right to vote, broadening the electoral franchise and making the political system more democratic. D. They centralized power within the House of Lords. Answer. C. They progressively extended the right to vote, broadening the electoral franchise and making the political system more democratic. The series of Reform Acts, passed in the 19th and early 20th centuries, expanded the electorate and reformed the British parliamentary system. Question 89. What are the legal systems in Scotland and Northern Ireland called? A. Common law and statutory law. B. Civil law and criminal law. C. Scots law and Northern Ireland law. D. British law and Irish law. Answer. C. Scots law and Northern Ireland law. Scotland and Northern Ireland each have their own distinct legal system, Scots law and Northern Ireland law respectively, reflecting the United Kingdom's composite nature. Question 90. Describe the impact of the UK's Windrush generation on British society. A. It led to significant legal and political reforms. B. It marked the beginning of large-scale immigration from the Caribbean, contributing to the multicultural character of modern Britain. C. It resulted in the UK leaving the European Union. D. It initiated the Industrial Revolution. Answer. B. It marked the beginning of large-scale immigration from the Caribbean, contributing to the multicultural character of modern Britain. The Windrush generation refers to the immigrants who arrived in the UK from the Caribbean between 1948 and 1971, significantly influencing British culture and society.